South Africa has had more than 2.3 million COVID cases and about 67,000 deaths, but experts warn the real figure could be 3 times higher. A fragile economy and political unrest led to deadly violence in the country earlier this month, disrupting supply chains and stretching emergency services. Now the Delta variant is causing another devastating COVID surge. Deborah Pata is at a field hospital in Johannesburg. Good morning.
Good morning. Although South Africa has stepped up its inoculation drive, those shots arrived too late to halt a rising death toll from a deadly third wave driven by the Delta variant.
The incessant wailing of ambulance sirens. This is the soundtrack of a third wave raging through a largely unvaccinated country. Paramedic Mohammed Rasool has not had a day off for over 2 months.
Currently very busy, multiple call-outs every day. How old are you?
Every call-out requires urgent hospital care.
Uncle, your oxygen levels are drastically low.
But there's a line for beds.
This hospital is completely overwhelmed. There are no ICU beds available. This patient is critical. They need a bed. They will either have to wait outside or try another hospital.
Tears of relief as space opens up for Rasool's patient. But more often than not, that means someone else has died. Oxygen is in desperate short supply. At least 50 canisters are delivered to this state-run hospital every day. It is not enough.
Uncle?
And every patient Rasool collects has critically low oxygen levels.
Nice deep breaths for me, okay?
To supplement this shortage, this emergency field hospital has been set up by volunteers. Within hours of opening, it was already full.
I'm bringing the oxygen cylinder. She is very short of breath.
Dr. Fatima Lambat has been on the job non-stop for 16 months.
You're exhausted already because you haven't had a break since last year, March. And you still have to get up, go on.
She says they are seeing more severe illness and death this time round. And last week's violent insurrection in South Africa, fueled by poverty and hunger, has only made things worse. Medical warehouses were looted and critical supplies have been unable to reach their destination without a police escort.
There's a shortage of oxygen, right?
Shortage of oxygen, also a shortage of beds. Put the two together, it's a complete disaster.
All this as the Delta variant outruns the vaccine.
Despite the availability of Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccines, many sites were shut down last week, further hobbling inoculation efforts. And now authorities are worried that the violence could see a rise in COVID cases, putting pressure on hospitals already at breaking point.